Hello guys, this is Spicy Blocks, and this is a review on the Bandai real grade Sinanju. So this figure, or this model kit, is scale 1/144. So basically it's supposed to stand around 5 inches, but since this is like a slightly larger than an average real grade figure, as you can see the Sinanju here, it's if you're not looking at the thrusters, he's about an inch taller than regular real grade figure, the Astray right here. They're not from the same universe. From what I understand, Sinanju came from I guess the Gundam UC universe, maybe Gundam Unicorn. No idea. I don't watch anime, so I have no clue. So let's put the Astray away and focus on the Sinanju. So I got this set for around $35.99. So yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit more expensive than a real grade set, about like $10 more. So yeah, there's some issues with the Sinanju figure. So I want to talk about that later, but first I want to focus on the good. So for the good, he's got some very unique accessories. So take a look at that. He's got this very nice looking beam rifle. I don't know why it's not focusing properly. Oh, there we go. And this beam rifle's got a very unique scope. So it looks like a red dot scope with the extender, basically magnifier. Not extender, magnifier. So this magnifier here, increase the range of this red dot scope. And you can see it's not paint, it's actually sticker. And I want to talk about why I only use sticker on this figure. It's got some minor issues, which depends on what you're doing with the figure. Might be major or not. But I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about the accessory first before we go into the figure. So the sight is actually detachable. You can remove the whole sight and just have a weapon without any sight, like that. Very nice. Also, it's got another feature. It's got a opening right here, which you can attach your grenade launcher, which I have attached to the bottom of the shield. That's like a nice little storage area for the grenade launcher. And we can attach this right here and clip this in right there, and have a beam rifle with a grenade launcher. That's really cool. Yeah, and then you can detach the grenade launcher if you're not going to use it. And the grenade launcher actually got a very nice reloading feature too. So take a look at that. You can reload the grenade launcher, or at least pretend you're reloading the grenade launcher. That's really cool. And yeah, he does come with these gripping hands you can use to hold on to the weapon. Wrong hand. So I've got these gripping hands, and you can use it to hold on to the sniper rifle, like that, and then just attach it to swap out the hands. Pretty cool. Alright, so we got two of these gripping hands, left and right, that you can use to hold on to accessories. They're very easily to detach and reattach. And we got these little weapons right here. These are his beam sabers. Let's take a look at that real quick. This time, unlike the Astray, there's no little clips to makes it hold on to. But they stay in there okay. Yeah, look at that. Pretty good. It's not falling out. So we can attach these beam saber bits to the hilt, and then we have a beam saber. Swap out the hand with a beam saber, and there we go. Very cool. Oh, comes out. Okay. Well, never mind. It's okay. Yeah. If you don't push it in properly and squeeze this part in, it has a tendency of falling out. So, alright, and we got 2 of these beam sabers. Very cool. Alright. And set this aside, set the beam saber stuff aside. And then we got these beam axes. Really nice. You can swap out the bits with these beam axes. You have 2 of them, one still attached to the shield, like that. So let's take this one off. So you can have, you know, the beam axe in this shape, you know, with the, you know, less energy or more energy. Alright, very nice. As you guys know, I'm not very familiar with the Gundam universe. Even when I was a kid, I don't actually watch the shows. So I'm more into like just building the model kits. So I'm not really like, you know, into the anime. But yeah, look at that. You can attach them together and form like a double edge beam axe. And also you can swap out the parts to make it, you know, like a super powered up massive beam axe, double edge beam axe. It's a ridiculous weapon. Look at that. All right. Then you can detach this bits, and everything can attach to the shield. So this shield here is actually really nice. You see all these details here? They're decals, which you know, it's always a pain to put decal onto this set because they're so small. Look at it. Look at it. Look at my finger compared to the decals. Some of them are okay, but you get like stuff like this one right here. Look at how small that is. You need to have like a little piece of needle, like a like a little needle, and then you just have to you know, remove it. You can't really do it with your hands. It's too much. Too small. All right, here's the shield. Here's the back of the shield, and we got these very, very nice. You know, the way this is designed is actually super cool. So you get the gold parts right here, and then you attach these black parts, and they turn out looking amazing. Actually, yeah, it's actually really nice. And then we can attach all these accessories to the back of the shield. Let me show you how to do that. So we got these beam axe parts, and simply just attach it like so, and then we can clip that in. Can turn this around and attach it right here, and that clips in right here. If I can get it to attach. Okay, so look, really cool. So look at that. That's pretty cool. And then there's a secondary function where you just simply turn these around, flip the blades. Yeah. Like that. So you have the blades on the side, and you can choose to either attach a small beam energy, or you can attach the large ones. Okay, let's attach the large ones. Yeah, I do have some issue with this set. See, a lot of stuff doesn't want to stay in place. Some people suggest that I glue the piece in, but you know, I might actually consider doing that because it is getting pretty frustrating for me to be constantly doing this. You know, like the parts falling out. You can actually change the, you know, the position of the beam axe however you like. You can have you know, you can have the beam axe in any of these shapes right here. You can have it attached right here like that, or you can go more traditional like this. I think actually it looks better, you know, when it's fully extended like that. All right, but either way, let me show you how it looks like once it's attached to the shield. And we have a little storage area for the grenade launcher. I think I should have put in the grenade launcher first, but either way. That is really cool. Alright, let's set that aside, and let's talk about the Sinanju and some issues. Okay, for hands, he's got two of these gripping hands. Alright, so these are his hands, and two posable hands, which I will talk about soon. Also got one of these open hand, just for you know, display purposes. And let's get the Sinanju over here. Alright, so the Sinanju right here for his hand, these are called the real grade hands. So basically they're just posable fingers. Now sometimes they don't like to stay attached, but for the most part they work. So we got you know, we got this ball joint right here for the hands, and then we can pose it. We also have finger articulation, so you can bend the fingers like that. That's very cool. And we got two of them, one left hand, right hand, so that's very cool. And yeah, these hands are the only one which you can move around, because they're designed to work with the figure. Now with the other hand, like the gripping hands, you can only put them in a static position. Let me show you real quick. Also, I'm going to show you another problem, one of the major problem I have with this figure. So basically, every time when you mess around with this piece right here, these bits would like to fall off. They're attached like so, and whenever you have any movement that, like, you know, cause friction onto this bottom piece, both of these pieces would like to come off, which is like a big problem. Some people suggest that I glue it in, but once you glue it in, these hands will have no movement because it's got nowhere to go. So basically, the only way you can use these hands on the Sinanju is in the static position, just one position. You can't have him rotating his arm. So when you pose like the weapon, like the beam rifle, you're stuck with one position. That's a little bit disappointing. So let me show you one of the nice features though that come with his forearm. I mean, the figure's loaded with action features. However, you know, the way it's designed, it's got like too much stuff going on. It really hinders with the playability. You know, like it compromises the playability. So you can open up the arms right here, reveal like that. There's some little attachment piece right there, and that's actually used for the beam saber. So you got one for each arm. So you got one over here, and then you got one over here. So the Sinanju is not to be messed with in close quarters because it's got these secret weapons. How cool is that? Yeah, I think this feature is also available on the master grade. Might not be available on the high grade, because you know, basically a high grade is just you know, a compromised version of the master grade, a budget version. However, it's I think it's actually around the same scale as the real grade, so that might be another option. Consider, from what I heard, the high grade doesn't have a lot of problems compared similar to the real grade Sinanju. So, all right, let's take these off, and let's continue talking about the figure. So we have this piece right here, very nice, and then we got these shoulder pieces, which you can actually open up, reveal a peg hole right here, which you can use to attach the shield. Now I got too much stuff going on in the shield, so I'm going to just remove some of these pieces. And we got this clip right here. As you can see, he's really back heavy. So I'm gonna have to put him on the stand at a certain point. So we want to attach this attachment thing here to this hole right here. It's a little bit tricky, actually. Alright, now that you got that attached, he can have his shield just floating on the side. Or you can actually position the shield at different angles. And now he has, you know, a very nice looking shield attached to him, like so. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of the Sinanju figures. First off, let's take a look at the feet, the legs. So it's got like a lot of stuff going on the legs. So he's got these thrusters right here, which you can actually expose the interior of the thrusters, or you can close it off for a more clean look, like that. Very nice. So we got these thrusters right here, and we also have this back thruster with this piece like that. Very nice. So you can open these up or close them. Why does this one not want to close? Okay. Yeah, you can see some of the pieces have like some fitment issues. You can see right here. It gets somewhat annoying. And you can see that a lot of pieces like to come off. So, you know, someone suggests I glue this figure, and I think I might actually take it apart, you know, since I have to paint it anyway, and just do some a lot of gluing. See these parts popping off? It's actually really frustrating. But yeah, looks like right now it's working. So the toe just came off. Both toes, actually. Wow. Okay. So you can see that's one of the major problems with the Sinanju. You can move these lower leg thrusters, open them up, like I show you guys, and then you can also open up this piece. So when it's in the flying pose, you can have like everything like open up. So that looks really cool. And same thing with this leg right here. You can see I have everything open up. Let's close it up. Close this part. If it wants to go back in, I hope. Okay, now it's back in. Really cool. And yeah, you can see a lot of parts are starting to fall off. And also these knee bits, they also like to fall off. So it's really annoying. So let's pose the legs real quick. It's got this double jointed leg. However, you know, the side skirts is hindering its movement. And yeah, look at that. It is very frustrating. I'm actually just gonna put him on the stand and continue to talk about it. Okay, you see, I am not even like playing around. I'm just actually like touching this thing, and everything is falling off. It's kind of remind me of the the new Halo Cyclops. You know, they look fantastic, but you know, they're impossible to play with as a toy. It's just like all these parts falling off. It's super frustrating. All right, let's put the let's talk about the thrusters. So this thruster is actually really cool. It's got these winglets, and you can open and detach, like so. I mean, open and close, not detach. You can detach the whole entire thruster. And yeah, overall it looks really, really nice. Let's put it back on. But first, let's talk about the back of the figure. You got these side skirts with a lot of articulation, and also have these, you know, the pieces over here. So I put him more of a standing pose. Got these side skirts, which are also thrusters, and you can open them up a little bit, expose like some of the interior mechanism of the thruster. If I can actually get it to work. Okay, like that. So we got some of the interior detail. As you can see, I put a lot of sticker on this set because I didn't want to paint it, because I think I'm eventually gonna have to take this thing apart and glue some of the pieces to make it more solid. So we got these adjustable side skirts, or yeah, and we can attach stuff to them. like over here we have this little clip right here, opens up, and I believe you can attach the beam rifle like so. So we can attach the beam rifle to the back of his skirt, and we got some very decent articulation right here. We got a 360 rotation, although it's actually hindered because there's way too much stuff in the back, so you can't actually get the full 360 degree. We got this small app crunch right here. That's just the camera. So we got the rotation, and then we got the app crunch. This thing is quite a nightmare to review. I mean, it's got so much stuff going on and so much stuff coming off. Alright, so you can see one of the shoulder piece just came off. Yeah, these tend to come off a lot, and so are his his toes. I kind of I would suggest if you have access to some type of not crazy glue, maybe just regular glue, I would recommend using some regular glue and glue some of the pieces. So we got these shoulder piece, as you can see, they do come off, and it's got some decent articulation for his arms. So we have a rotation right there. We got a little bit butterfly going on right here. That's with all the real grade inner frames. They have this very nice feature. And then we got the bicep swivel. Very cool. We got a swivel at the elbow. It's actually double jointed. So, we got some nice movement right there. You also got this armor piece right here. Both sides you can use to attach the shield. That's very cool. And okay, let's put him another more. And then we got this piece right here. You can actually open up right there. I don't know if this is actually like a cockpit or something. I don't think it is. So, and then the head's on the ball joint, but it's severely hindered because of these pieces on the side. But let's take a look at the head. It's actually really nice. We got this little green sticker inside representing the eyes, and we got a lot of very nice detail. So, and let's put everything back together and just have a final look at this very fantastic looking figure. Unfortunately, it's just the playability is severely compromised because of all the parts that tend to fall off. It's just it's a big turnoff for me. I do still like the figure for all the details and just the overall look. It looks really cool, but yeah, with all these stuff coming off, it just is. This thing is just gonna remain like a display piece if I decided to keep it. All right, and let's put the backpack back on. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Sinanju. It's a great looking figure. It's got some, design flaws due to, just got way too much stuff going on. But yeah, for $35, if you want like a nice display piece, if you got a stand for it, this will make a great addition to your collection. Now, if you do want something that you can actually play around with, I would recommend go with the cheaper, high-grade version. I mean, it wouldn't have all these super nice detail, but at least you can actually do some stuff with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys like it, and I got more Gunpla stuff coming up in the next few weeks. I got 2 or 3 more sets to build. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching.